This is 7 National News, and in our top story, the UAE Vice President, Prime Minister and ruler of Dubai, His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, received the former British Prime Minister David Cameron, who is participating in the Arab Strategy Forum here in Dubai. His Highness Sheikh Hamdan bin Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, the Crown Prince of Dubai, also attended the meeting where His Highness Sheikh Mohammed and Cameron exchanged views on cooperation between the UAE and the UK. They also discussed the latest developments in the region and ways to enhance security and pillars of peace through the activation of international cooperation and the UN. Cameron has been in Dubai to take part in the Arab Strategy Forum, where he shared the stage with former CIA chief Leon Panetta to discuss the main global political forecasts for 2017 this week. In keeping with the vision of His Highness Sheikh Hamdan bin Rashid Al Maktoum, the Deputy Ruler of Dubai and Minister of Finance, to promote scientific research in the field of medicine and in upgrading medical services within the region by adopting world-class standards. Winners of the 9th term of the Sheikh Hamdan Awards for Medical Sciences were announced in Dubai. His Highness Sheikh Hamdan awarded the winners who excel in gastroenterology, colon and liver disease, as well as pancreatic disorders, during a ceremony held at the Rashid Hall Dubai International Convention and Exhibition Centre, which saw guest officials from the UAE health and medical sectors. Also present at the event was the Minister of Health, Abdul Rahman Mohammed Al Owais, who hailed the patron of the award, His Highness Sheikh Hamdan, as the awards have tremendously benefited the UAE and the region. The awards were distributed under 3 categories: international, the Arab world, and the UAE. Organisations such as Médecins Sans Frontières, the Emirates Airline Foundation and the Cardiac Sciences Institute, Sheikh Khalifa Medical City, won awards, while Professor Harvey J. Alter was awarded the winner of the Grand Hamdan International Award for Critical Research on Hepatitis C, which has led to breakthroughs in the disease. And he, in his lifetime, is hoping that this will be fully curable.
Hepatitis C is one of the most prevalent infectious diseases in the world. About 300 million people are infected because it becomes a chronic infection in most people who get it. But we're now at the verge where these people can be cured with just simple treatments. So I look to the day within 5 to 10 years when almost everybody with hepatitis C could be cured, if we could get the drug to them. We don't have a vaccine right now, and I don't know that we will have one soon. First of all, it's nice to receive an award from United Arab Emirates, because it shows that science is developing here. It's not just big buildings, it's also big science, and that's very gratifying.
Individual winners from the UAE included Professor Mohammed Al-Faqih, Dr. Hussein Abbas Mahboubi, the late Dr. Taisa Barakat, Dr. Shawki Mir Hassam Khouri, Professor Shaymuddin Galadari, and Professor Haider Raza. The awards have had a significant impact locally, as the medical facility in the UAE is at a par with the highest of international standards. And this is contributing to medical tourism, with numbers to reach 500,000 by 2020. In its 9th term now, the awards have become a hallmark for those in the field of medicine, as few of the previous winners have gone on to win Nobel Prizes. The awards continue to motivate, as it is the mission of the Sheikh Hamdan Awards for Medical Sciences to honour distinguished medical researchers to serve mankind at large. Every year, topics are selected based on the advancements made in the relevant field.
The main vision of his was to encourage research in the Arab world, especially in the UAE, and to acknowledge the feats of scientists in all countries of the world. I think that is his main idea behind installing this award. And the awards are given to very prominent scientists in the world, who some of them actually went on and got the Nobel Prize. So it's that important. Well, locally the impact has been quite great, because not only do they award scientific excellence, but they also provide funds for research. So in that way, it helps researchers like me, like everyone else, to conduct, research in this country. So I think that's one of the main impacts. And to the world, it's the same thing, and they know that their research is going to be recognized in the world, and that's another impetus for them to actually go on and do groundbreaking research. The scientific committee meets and decides depending on what advancement the particular system in the body has made. And for example, we knew that in gastroenterology there were quite a few advances made, new things discovered and invented, and that's why we decided to have gastroenterology.
The UAE's Ministry of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation have launched a 5-year plan for the country's foreign aid strategy, focusing on 3 pillars: women's empowerment and protection, transport and urban infrastructure, as well as technical cooperation. The plan was launched under the patronage of His Highness Sheikh Abdullah bin Zayed Al Nahyan, the Minister of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation, at a ceremony held at the ministry in the presence of Reem bint Ibrahim Al Hashemi, the Minister of State for International Cooperation. Al Hashemi highlighted the policy's vision, stating that the main goal of the UAE's foreign aid is to reduce poverty and improve quality of life in underprivileged communities, to promote relations between the UAE and other states, including the recipient countries and other donor states, as well as encourage the creation of economic relations with developing countries based on mutual interests. She also noted that the UAE's foreign aid aims to improve the lives of people, eliminate hunger, support initiatives to protect children and to promote child welfare, where the UAE will work on the principle of regional partnerships for development, where aid programs cover a wide range of activities in a number of sectors, such as healthcare, education, water resources and renewable energy, while creating and strengthening trade and investment. The updated UAE Fire and Life Safety Code of Practice will ban cooking gas cylinders in all new buildings. That's according to a senior official. Lieutenant Colonel Jamal Ahmad Ibrahim, the Director of Preventative Safety Department at the General Directorate of Dubai Civil Defence, was quoted in a local daily saying that new buildings will not be issued permits if they allow occupants to use LPG cylinders in an attempt to reduce fire accidents caused by gas leakage and cylinder explosions. He noted that buildings have to offer a centralised gas pipe network if they allow occupants to use cooking gas. Otherwise, they should use electric cookers. Lieutenant Colonel Ibrahim, who heads the team that drafted the updated version of the Fire Safety Code, added that the civil defence authorities have already begun implementing the new rule. However, more strict and wider enforcement of the rule is expected across the country when the code will be officially implemented, which is set to come into force by the end of the month. Stricter regulations are needed to curb self-medicating patients, as well as pharmacists who sell antibiotics to treat minor ailments. That's according to a research paper from the Ajman University of Science and Technology. Cost-cutting and convenience are key drivers behind self-medicating in the UAE that could be putting patients at risk. That's according to the paper. It added that pharmacists are playing a growing role in keeping the nation's health in check, with more patients saving cash and time by avoiding visits to the doctors. However, the main challenges include the misuse of antibiotics, misdiagnoses, and mistakenly taking a combination of drugs that could pose a health risk. 3 themes emerged from the data. Reasons for self-medication were due to costs of visiting a doctor, convenience in visiting a pharmacy, and perception of simplicity of the condition. Researchers also found pharmacists were the main source of diagnosis, in addition to medication leaflets, family, and previous use of medicines. They concluded that self-medication behaviours are common in the UAE, and that inappropriate self-medication is compromising patient care, and that more public awareness programs should be rolled out on the dangers of taking over-the-counter medications. It was noted that the Health Authority Abu Dhabi is working on a new antibiotic stewardship program that will restrict prescriptions of antibiotics without a full justification. An airline's reputation is one of the most important factors that UAE travellers take into consideration when booking a flight, as according to the latest survey, and safety continues to be the biggest concern. Turkish Airlines' Future of Air Travel survey, carried out by the Forza study, examined a cross-section of travellers flying different airlines from the UAE. The survey found that 94% of UAE passengers think that an airline's reputation is either important or very important for them, and that they usually make their assumption by checking the airline's safety record. Other trends show that 65% of surveyed passengers from the UAE stated that they would prefer more comfortable seats, while 94% of residents reported that they would be satisfied if wider seats were provided to them in economy class. Over 84% stated that they would choose from several options rather than a standard fare handed out, while 94% claim that cleanliness of the cabin and washrooms are either important or very important to them, while more than 90% wish to have friendly, attentive and accessible staff. Other statistics show that 24% of UAE residents have not travelled by plane at all in the last 2 years, while 17% stated that they are frequent flyers. And finally, the UAE is the 8th most important country for the sales of Italian cosmetic products, worth around 140 million euros of exports last year. That's according to the Italian Trade Commissioner to the UAE, Pakistan and Oman. The statement came as Dubai welcomed the 50th edition of the Cosmoprof Worldwide Bologna, where some of the challenges and opportunities in the UAE to Italian cosmetics and perfume companies were addressed. That's in the lead up to the trade show in March next year. Companies, buyers and distributors in the industry gathered in the presence of Valentina Setta, the Consul General of Italy, and Gianpaolo Bruno, the Trade Commissioner to the UAE, Oman and Pakistan from the ITA, who also spoke about the upcoming event and the worldwide platform, which is set to include areas for beauty supply chain, high-end and niche, as well as trends and perfumery. Some of the other highlights will be multicultural beauty and organic producers. The 2016 edition, which was held in March, saw over 200,000 visitors and 25 pavilions.
We will present and launch a new area called the Cosmo Prime, where all retail distributors can come to Cosmoprof and enjoy new products and discover new trends from all the sectors of the beauty industry. We will concentrate our efforts to give a better showcase to products with the halal certification, the multicultural products and organic products. These are the trends of the beauty industry nowadays.
This is an occasion for us to take stock of, analyze the market conditions of cosmetic products all around the world, and the UAE in particular. So we invited all the people from the industry in order to share views on the new trends in this sector. The UAE is the 8th most important world market for Italian beauty and cosmetic industry, and so it is the first market in the Middle East for sure, and we are heavily investing promotional resources in this market because we strongly believe in the fact that the market will grow more and more in the years to come up to the Expo 2020 that it will take place here in Dubai.